Our top story this morning, Amit Shah's Mission Kashmir is all set to kick off. The Home Minister's 3-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir will be his first since the abrogation of Article 370. This a week after 11 civilians and 9 Jawans were killed by terrorists in Kashmir. He will meet the families of slain Jawans and civilians. Amit Shah will chair a high-level security meet in Srinagar. Security and intelligence officials like DG BSF, DG CRPF, DG NSG and DG of Jammu and Kashmir Police will attend the meet with the Home Minister. Srinagar has turned into a fortress. The city has been divided into drone grids, which will be under aerial surveillance. NIA, CRPF and BSF officials have already been camping in Srinagar for a week. Snipers and speedboats have also been deployed amid heightened security. My colleague Kamaljeet Sandhu is now joining me live from Srinagar on this. Kamaljeet, give us a sense of the significance of this visit of the Home Minister. He's coming to Jammu and Kashmir for the first time since the abrogation of Article 370 in 2019.
Well, last time he came around June 2019 and he had chaired a high-level meet. So this is a sense of deja vu, but this is much more significant since this is, as you were mentioning, his first visit since the abrogation of Article 370. The visit will be symbolic because, remember, there has been an escalation in terms of violence, especially targeted killings of minorities and non-locals. Security measures have been stepped up, whether it's use of human intelligence, technical intelligence. We've seen equipments being brought in, facial recognition technology on its way soon in Srinagar city. We will also have other additional measures like drone division of this entire city into drone grid. All this as a stepped up and as a fortification. And remember, on ground, multiple units of security forces who have divided this entire area. But yes, his first visit will be at Raj Bhavan, which is just a few kilometers from where we are. And remember, it's been raining incessantly. So he actually brings in the cold wave. We'll show you if the camera person does to the hill right behind me is the one which is now covered with fresh snow. This happened just this morning. It's been raining since last night. But will he warm hearts by bringing in a certain message, especially for the locals and the sort of outreach? You know, almost 70 of Modi ministers have made it here. But this visit is going to be significant. One, because yes, he's likely to meet the families of those who have been martyred, whether civilians or whether it is the security force personnel. Sources also indicate he may be headed towards Pulwama as well on day 2. He's also expected to be in Jammu, and on day 3 again he will be meeting a lot of civilian delegations. So far media has not been allowed, but we have been given an indication perhaps in one of the events, or at least 2-3 of them, media may be invited. The point is whether there is a certain outreach and a message even for Pakistan. We've heard the speeches from LG saying muh tod jawab diya jayega, a similar rhetoric coming in from the other ministers. But yes, when Home Minister speaks in Kashmir Valley,
right,
that is going to be paid heed to, and that is a messaging that everybody is going to be looking at. Infiltration has been up. There have been encounters which has taken place. So all indications that Kashmir Valley, even despite extra boots on ground, things may not all be that well. And that is where Home Minister will do some sort of a hand-holding and send a message to the security forces. Top officials have already been rushed here weeks ago.
Right. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see what is the sort of message that the Home Minister carries with him on his 3-day visit to Jammu and Kashmir. Kamalji, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all of those developments.